Hi everybody, I'm back with a cold again. Yay! Aren't 4-year-olds great? You might hear my 4-year-old running around downstairs. It's Sunday evening. She's kind of got the evening crazies, and so the husband, lovely of him, is chasing her around and getting some of that energy out. But today I thought it might be fun to do something a little different. Since I don't feel like putting on makeup and my eyes and nose are running, they would destroy makeup anyway. I'm going to talk about skincare, day and night, what I do with my skin, in the bath, out, when I wake up, whatever. So, I'm going to start with what I wash my face with in the shower. And it's usually one of two things. I use this egg mousse soap that I found at Target. It's really cool. It just opens up and it's like hair mousse. That's the exact consistency of it. And I just do a little itty bitty little pump into my hands, you know, move it around, wet my face, and then just sort of pat it around my face and gently rub it in. That removes makeup beautifully. And then I'll go in with something else afterwards. Lately it's been this by Drunk Elephant. Got a little sample of it, the Beste number 9 Jelly Cleanser. It's a cantaloupe glycerin sort of concoction, and I use that after I remove my makeup to clean my skin, to clean my pores. I will go in and, you know, every other day or so use a terry cloth, washcloth, or what you might call a flannel if you're in Europe or England, and use that to sort of physically exfoliate. I don't use anything much more rough than that. After I get out of the bath, right before I really dry off, I might drip dry a little bit, I use this. It's basically the Target version of the rain bath by, I believe it's Neutrogena. It smells gorgeous. It's light sesame oil, and it has sort of a gardenia scent to it. Smelling my skin right now. I can't smell anything because cold. But yeah, I love the scent. I call it magic oil with my daughter because I use it in an effort to get band-aids off more easily, because the oil kind of breaks down the adhesive on the back of little plasters and band-aids pretty simply, and it just comes off very simply like that. And in the winter, we live in California, it's dry. It's a desert kind of area where we live, near the desert and the coast, in between the two, and find that skin just gets dry and stays dry. And so, especially with her little 4-year-old self, we need to make sure she stays hydrated. And so after the bath, I'll put this on her as well, and she seems to like it because it's her magic oil. And then when I get out of the bath, oil for hair especially, I like to use this. It's by a brand in Paris called NUXE, or NUXE. It's their oil, Prodigieuse, and it has what they say is 7 oils in it. And I looked this up for y'all. You're welcome. The enriched with 7 precious botanical oils: subaki oil, hazelnut oil, camellia oil, almond oil, borage oil, macadamia oil, and argan oil. So as you can see, it's just packed full of oils, but it's not oily, if you know what I mean. It comes in this beautiful bottle, spray pump, so you just do a couple of sprays. What I like to do is put this in my hair, and I've got fine hair. I don't like for it to be weighed down a lot, and so I'll spray 2 pumps in my palm, rub it around, and then just sort of scrunch my hair, work it through, get it at the ends first, and then take whatever's left up closer to the mid shaft and the roots, and just move it around, and it's fine. Just using a little bit goes a really long way for me, so we're good there. Then I go back to my face. This is my secret weapon. I love this stuff, but it is so expensive. SK2 Facial Treatment Essence. I got the tiny bottle. It's lasted me quite a while. And what I do is I just splash a little bit in my palms, rub it around, and just sort of pat it on my face. Like this. And whatever's left goes on back of my hands or my décolletage, and it sort of re-moistens my face before I go in with anything stronger, like yet another sample, Drunk Elephant. This is the Protini Polypeptide Cream. I got it in this teeny tiny little one, and it's worked beautifully. I've been testing it, I don't know, since September or so, and really like it. It's definitely a repurchase for me as far as that's concerned. And then also, cannot recommend this enough. It works for so many different skin types. It's the Neutrogena Hydroboost, the blue bottle, and the blue pot. It's a gel cream. It's great for all skin types. Good for all ages. Is unscented. It doesn't have a whole lot of like weird additives in it. Chock full of hyaluronic acid, which is basically it takes whatever moisture is in your skin and locks it in there, and then it sort of like attracts more moisture too. So everybody likes moisture, especially in the wintertime when the heaters are going and it's dry outside anyway, unless winter's your wet season, but still, you counteract that by going dry, wet, going in and out of buildings, in and out of your home or office. It's just bad for your skin overall. So, there we go. My preaching is done on that. Lately, though, instead of going in with my favorite, I've been using the Neutrogena Bright Boost for day and night, just testing it out, seeing whether I like it, and going to be reporting back to you guys. I'm sort of midway through with my testing. Been using it for roughly 3 weeks now, and I love it under makeup. It's beautiful under makeup. It dries down sort of almost powdery. It's a gel cream, so it's not heavy in the least at all. I would recommend it especially for dry skin, not dry skin, especially for oily skin, because it dries down almost powdery, which is a little strange for me because having dry skin, I'm used to things drying down and they feel like moist and soft and almost creamy, and having something dry down and having it feel powdery it sort of sets off alarms in my head where I'm going, oh no, you're not moisturized, but I am. It's just a strange feeling. This has I believe has vitamin C in it, which is kind of a buzzword right now about beauty and skin community, although things have to have at least a 10% vitamin C for it to be effective. I'm not sure of the levels of this. I'd have to do a little more research. But it does have these teeny tiny little itty bitty micro gold flecks in it that blur the skin so nicely. It's really beautiful. And I have found a little bit of a texture difference around my eyes right here where I've been using it, and on my cheeks, my forehead a little bit. The lines are slightly deeper there, but either way, I mean, we're doing pretty well. It goes great under makeup. I don't like it as much for nighttime. I prefer, for nighttime, Physicians Formula Rosé All Night. You can see in here, I've really dug into it. And I do have to dig. With longer fingernails, it's not much fun, so I use a little tool. I sterilize this hairpin, the little doodad. And I take a bit of it and just use it, put some on my fingers, spread it around, and then move it about on my face, especially my forehead, around my eyes. And Bob's your uncle. Again, down the neck, on the chest. And so I find that I reach for this pretty often. It's got a beautiful scent to it, but if you're sensitive all to scent, I would stay away from it. It's fairly highly scented. And if it doesn't agree with you, or if you just hate the scent of rose, just stay away, because you'll know now. Following that, I'll usually go back in with my Hydroboost, take just the tiniest bit on my finger, and then apply it to my lips. Your lips are skin, believe it or not. So a lot of the things that you use on your skin will look beautiful on your lips as well. I know a lot of people who reach for eye creams go with their eye cream, like, you know, CeraVe eye cream, which I use almost every day and have forgotten to put in this video. I'm so sorry. And then over it with a balm. And it locks in that moisture. This is just a vanilla balm by that company EOS. I don't know if it's EOS or AOS or what, but I do like their balm. It's nice. So that's my evening routine. In the morning, I'll rinse my face off with some water, or I'll use a wipe, something to get, you know, like just like a baby wipe for sensitive skin, something like that, just to sort of rinse some of the night away, you know, make sure my eyes are clean. And then I will go straight in with some of this, or lately I've been using this, the Bright Boost, and then I'll also pick up a little of the Physicians Formula Rosé All Day. It's a serum. You only need a little bit. I put it, I'm not going to demonstrate it right now, but it's got a little squeeze top. You see a little dropper. And I put the dropper across my forehead, my cheek, each cheek, and then sort of massage that in. And then at the very end, so Nordic-C, Beautiful by Lumene. I believe it's a Finnish brand from Finland. It does have your sunscreen in it. It's SPF 15. So that goes beautifully underneath any kind of makeups that you might use, especially if it's a dry day. Now if it's you know, rainy and wet and you know you're going to be out, you can probably just lose the Nordic-C, stick just with the Bright Boost, and then have a sunscreen on hand. I personally like this one for daytime use. Olay, as I drop it, Olay Sun. This is their shine control version, so if I know I'm going to be sweating or going to get oily, I'll use it. It's an SPF 35. They do have several different versions of it. They have one with a primer, so it sort of doubles as sunscreen and primer. With SPF 35, you're pretty well covered for the day. Don't forget your sunscreen. Seriously, I just had a skin cancer removed right there, and then another one on my back on Tuesday. So that's 2 more. That brings me up to 6, and I'm only 43. So skin cancer is very real, and if you're blonde, redhead, even have light brown hair, be especially vigilant. But everybody can get skin cancer. Everybody, no matter what your skin tone is, no matter how dark you are, no matter how light you are, if you are overexposed to the sun, you are at risk of getting skin cancer. So cover yourself up, please. I love you guys. So that is, well, that covers it. So I've done my duty today, and you have listened to me rattle on through this cold. I hope you had a great laugh, or learned something, or both. Laughing at me because of my cold, because it sounds funny. But no 4-year-old came up and interrupted. That's a good thing. One day she will. Maybe I'll let her do my makeup one of these days. See if she doesn't destroy it first. I know she'll destroy my face if I give her a chance. And she'll relish it, and it'll be hilarious. But I do try and film these once a week. If it's not makeup, it's going to be something like we saw today with me just talking about skincare and whatnot and what I'm doing. And if you liked what I did, drop me a line, let me know, and like my video. And if you care to do so, and you really like me, you can subscribe, which would make me extremely happy. Very, very, very happy. I might even send you a note to show you how thankful and happy I am. But again, I make these once a week, so until I see you again next week, stay safe. Bye.